I'm married, and my wife is going to join trolling her ex. Go back to his ass. How are you up there dancing or something?
I wanted my lip.
Trolling your ex.
Also missing those.
The Compton, yeah, RC, that's what I was just going to say. The Compton connection.
She's from Compton.
And now he's married. He's not allowing none of that's happening.
Stephen A. Smith, I think you had some marriage advice for me.
Listen, I didn't. People, headlines are headlines. We can get into that another time, but no, I am not qualified. Married? Right. Oh, no, not me.
Because I build billion-dollar companies.
Yeah.
So I generally try to stay in my lane as advice
Then
department.
we'll talk marriage advice later. I'm 13.
So I gave y'all, well, at least I try to give y'all a little bit of what Stephen A. do when he get confronted, because he did it with LeBron. He did it with a whole bevy of things. But Stephen A. been taking L's as of late. Check this out, too.
It didn't escalate or anything like that. He is her husband. He loves her dearly. They have 2 wonderful children together. And I have absolutely no issue with him whatsoever wanting to address that situation with me because that's her husband. And I certainly meant no disrespect towards him at all. I was just saying that men, knowing us as men, if we're married and our wife is showing energy towards anybody else, even in a negative way, we're asking ourselves, if you're happy, why show that energy? That's it. But that's all it was. But I wasn't going to get into it on national television. I'm a professional. Now, if it had escalated and he wanted to get into it more, we'd have kept the cameras rolling. I'd have said fine. But he was sitting there saying, you wasn't married, right? So, you give him marital advice. That's how he framed it. And he says, I give advice about building companies because that's what I do, essentially implying that I'm not married, so who am I to say something like that? I'm saying, paraphrasing. I think that's a fair comment on his part. I don't have to agree with it, but I took no offense to it, and if I had been in studio and that was something that he wanted to broach, I would have reiterated what I said, maybe in a more respectable manner than my initial reaction after Super Bowl Sunday when I was just having fun. But that's neither here nor there. The point is that I respect him. That's her husband. That's his wife. And evidently, he didn't like what I said. I respect it, and I wish him and his wonderful wife, who I think is the GOAT, greatest female tennis player of all time.
Come on, Stephen A., bro. You get loud and all in your feelings about Braun. When Braun, he talking to a black billionaire, but when he talking to a white billionaire, you humble. And you come back on your show talking real respectful, mild manner, man. Hey, bro, listen, bro. And you dogging the black women. Bro, let's stay out of politics and stick to talking about sports you never played. All right? Just stick to doing that, bro. We not going to vote for you if you talk. I heard you talking about running. You don't do that, bro. We not going to vote for you. No, we're not. But check this out, bro. Stop, bro, okay? You do not have the same energy for other people, but you got a lot of energy for Braun and black women and everybody else. Well, stop it.
And the reason Action Jackson, Stack 5, Big Blood had to come out and say that was because he said something about Jasmine Crockett. Check it out.
Crockett chooses to express herself. I'm like, is that going to help your district in Texas? Aren't you there to find a way to get stuff done as opposed to just being an impediment to what Trump wants? How much work goes into that? I'm just going to go off about Trump, cuss him out every chance I get, say the most derogatory, incendiary things imaginable, and that's my day's work. That ain't.
So when LeBron said something to you, you backed it down, then you start talking on TV about how this and that and this and that. Stephen A., you're not built like that, bro. You're not. The thing about it is this, Stephen A. If you got the testicular fortitude to say your opinions about individuals, the bare minimum they can do is address you about what you said because you said it. ESPN never told you to say anything. YouTube never told you to say anything. Your own platform never told you to say anything. You decided to run your mouth about Serena. The problem with that is Drake been taking shots at her. So is she not allowed to defend herself? It was a Compton thing, y'all. You do remember that she went viral for doing that same dance, right? Virality. Now, the whole sellout stuff and all that crap, man, listen, Stephen A. got a black woman, got a black daughter. His daughter attends an HBCU. He went to a HBCU. So I'm not going to utter none of the nonsense to act like Stephen A. doesn't donate to his HBCU because he does. So when certain people attack him, shut up. It's all right to criticize, but the ladies who try to come after him and y'all need to cancel, ain't nobody listening to y'all. Y'all unmarried. A lot of y'all are single mothers. Y'all don't know nothing about shit. So here's the thing. Stephen A. is a coward. Factual. Because I never hear him say anything about Marjorie Taylor Greene. I never hear him call out any other quote unquote white women at all. The thing about Jasmine Crockett is she was elected by her people to sit up there and speak for her people. Had you really delved into politics, would you really suck at politics? Your understanding is that of a second grader. When you be speaking, I just be like, what is he talking about? You don't know nothing. Like when you talk politics, bro, I turn it off. I ain't gonna hold you. The show I even rock with sports-wise now is First Things First. I ain't gonna hold you. I watch Nick Wright, Chris Broussard, and my guy, Mr. Wilds. You know what I'm saying? ESPN is going to have a very interesting fight on their hands. Controversy sells. So, in terms of Stephen A. doing that, bruh, you do realize how you got Lil Boyd, right? Now, some of y'all say, well, Nash, how did he get Lil Boyd? Because Stephen A. has a $200 million contract with ESPN, making fine money. Shout out to him for giving his sports take, causing drama, making eyeballs come back and watch. You watch it, Stephen A. What is he going to say and all that? He crap on the Cowboys. We all like crapping on the Cowboys. I like Stephen A. better when he talks about basketball. But other than that, no, Stephen A. You want to get on here and do your personality stuff, I guarantee you more than likely what's going to happen next is Stephen A. going to have to address it. He going to sound a little sour tone and try to tone it down because that billionaire white guy walked up in your studio, in your house, and calmed your ass down about a black woman. Yeah. Now, me personally, I don't give a damn if a black woman date a white guy date a black woman, black man date a white woman. I just don't personally give a damn. Life is too short for me to care about any of that shit. I don't care what no dude does in his bed, what no woman do with their bed, as long as they ain't taking it from nobody, smashing on no animals, and not messing with no kids. That's pretty much it. Whatever y'all do is whatever y'all do. I leave that up to let the Lord sort them out. But back to Stephen A. Smith. You look dumb, bro, and look so scary. Because the thing is we've watched you say to Kevin Durant, do you want me to go in there? Do you want me to go in the locker room? It'll take me 5 minutes to figure out this and to figure out that. And I'm listening and I'm looking like, Stephen A., bro, you ain't even got to do all that. See, the thing is, you need to be more like Dak Prescott. The same Cowboys you trash and all this stuff, some of the same leadership you need to follow as that quarterback, number 4, Dakota Rain Prescott. Because the thing is you're supposed to be able to handle it. If they talk about you as a person, talk about their game. Makes it even better. You go, well, you can bloviate about my stance on these, but what you can't do is you can't beat this team right here and this team right here. More people would be on your side. I think you're kind of getting away from that part. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Ceddy Nash is wrong. Y'all, let me know y'all thoughts on Mr. Stephen A. Smith, SAS. Do I watch First Take? Every now and then. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't really have time to watch it like that, but this floated across my timeline like a cloud in the sky, and I thought to myself, I should do something about this instead of just laughing. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Ceddy Nash is wrong. But y'all, let me know your thoughts on this one. Share to keep your people aware, subscribe, turn the bell to notify. Win one of these by subscribing today and commenting your thoughts right now, okay? Hit that like button like you like something, by the way. Other than that, yeah. See how Papoose sat up there and turned into Joe Montana and hit this comedian in the nose with a book. It was an ABC, Easy's 1, 2, 3. Click right here. Or click the playlist and get through your day. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.